Hi, Springville. I'm here with Ghislaine, and Ghislaine is the leader of our prayer ministry here at Springville. And she loves to pray, and she loves to help others pray, along with a whole bunch of other stuff that I hope comes out here, Ghislaine, in our conversation. So tell me a little bit about why do you lead the prayer team? Like, why did you decide that's a ministry you want to do?
I didn't decide. I think God decided. It started through a crisis that I had with my son, and I got to the point where I was gripped with fear and didn't know what to do. You know, with adult children who have special needs or issues that they're dealing with, it's really hard to show the love and still be a parent. And fear came in, and I realized I was gripped with fear. I couldn't trust God. And then I started, it's a little birth of, I was praying, but I started having more of a hunger to prayer. So I started reading books.
So the hunger came after you started to pray, not before?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And more of a hunger after the breakthrough, which was important because I needed to stand on his word for him to open up everything else. You know, I needed to really to trust him in that while I was praying and crying out to him. And then I got to a point where I was introducing him into my work, and I was praying before meetings, and I was doing these things, and he was just preparing me for a loss of job.
So in this time you grow in your prayer life,
yes.
And then you step into, we're pushed into, not by us, but by God, into leading prayer here. So what would you say to people that because you love to pray and you love to other people, you're just such a great, you have such a heart for people. So what would you say to people when it comes to prayer? Like, you know, some people don't pray, many people struggle with prayer. What would you say to them?
Don't box in prayer to what you think it is. In other words, don't think of it as an event. Oh, there's a prayer meeting. It's an event. Now, can I attend? Look at prayer the way the Bible looks at prayer. Pray without ceasing. Devote yourselves to prayer. Devote means to give it a large all or a large part. That means every chance we have, we pray. And that's what it became to me. And that's what God taught me. You know, before I would write a resume or do anything, it would be sit there. And sometimes I would try to get up and go, and God would say, no, we're not done. You need to continue praying. And that feeling of having to do eventually subsided because it was sweeter to be with the Lord than it was to do. And he worked everything out, you know?
Yeah.
And I saw his hand in everything. I saw his hand in providing for us. I saw his hand in providing for us in the most mysterious and oddest ways that I could ever imagine. God was faithful. And I believe listening to him and being obedient to that opened that door, you know, but it opened the door to treasures. When you tarry in prayer with somebody, you know, God has scriptures about when 2 or 3 of you are gathered. And in corporate prayer, when he says when the church prays, there is a spiritual unity that happens that we can't manufacture. It happens. And that requires for us to pray together. There is a unity that happens. We've experienced it in the women's prayer. It's been amazing, the growth. And I love this quote by Craig Getchell that says, growth and comfort cannot coexist. You know?
That's a good quote.
Yeah, it is. And it's true.
Yeah. Okay,
you know?
So if you want to be inspired by somebody who loves to pray, and just be inspired by somebody, then when you get a chance, say hello to Ghislaine and just say, tell me about prayer, and then you'll get the whole backstory that comes with this. Thank you, Ghislaine.